Is this still going to break out back towards all-time highs? Am I currently buying? What levels am I buying? Loads to get into and a lot more. If you appreciate type of content, smash on the like. Do not forget to subscribe. As you can see, guys, here on Fantom, we are sitting at 87 cents just a couple of days ago, touching back above $1. Is Fantom season over? Well, guess what, guys? We are seeing a lot of updates from Fantom, and quite simply, I think this is still very early innings. With that said, where would I be prepared to buy the dip? Where would I not be buying, more importantly? And also, what are my take on some of these meme coins? If you appreciate these videos, guys, do not forget to smash on the like. Do not forget to subscribe. I'm also going to touch upon Bitcoin because Bitcoin is in a very important consolidation pattern. Of course, if you want Fantom and Fantom meme coins to do well, we need Bitcoin to be on our side, right? We need Bitcoin to break this symmetrical triangle. We head towards our halving. Lots going on. I'm going to break this down. If you actively want to trade with me, guys, make sure you jump into our Telegram community, ijazcrypto.com/TG. It's the very first link in the description. I've just taken some awesome altcoin trades, and I'm happy to show you how I do my trade setups. Make sure you get into our Telegram community. So, why the market down today, right? Bitcoin showing 0.6% down today, but certain altcoins like our Fantom here is down 4.5%. Should we be worried by this? Or is this an opportunity to buy the dip? Well, let's start off first by zooming out to the weekly chart. It's always important to give ourselves a bit of context. Where are we here on Fantom? Well, if you take a look here on Fantom, we came from this zero line and we're hugely up, right? If you've been investing for Fantom for any longer than a couple of months, you're doing really, really well. And so when you look at this, we're still shy of our 0.382 level, which is our first Fibonacci level. So when I look at this Fantom chart, I see so much potential. If you guys have seen my videos before, I sit here saying, hey, guys, getting back to all-time highs, in my opinion, for Fantom is like a base case. I'd be very disappointed if Fantom was unable to get back to some of these levels. That's like the minimum that I would expect from this project. So kind of that $3.50 range, I'm comfortably expecting on Fantom. So anything that I'm buying now at kind of 80 cents or 85 cents still poses a very significant risk to return. But something also interesting has happened. If you look at your risk to return spectrum of buying Fantom now versus buying it at 15 cents when the bear market was in full swing, it was much harder to buy then, guys. When this price action was here, there was no guarantee that Fantom was going to survive. You're in the depths of a bear market. Bitcoin is struggling. Major altcoins are struggling. FTX collapsed. Inflation out of control. There was no guarantee that these altcoins, which were small altcoins, which had almost zero total value locked, then you had the multi-bridge attack, right? I interviewed Michael Kong at the time. You had an employee MetaMask wallet getting hacked. There was a lot of fear going around the ecosystem. So anybody who's buying at these levels, right? Anybody who's buying at these points deserves the entries, deserves the 18 cents Fantom, deserves the 17 cents Fantom. But now what you're buying is a different asset class. You're buying a more mature Fantom. And that's what you now need to put into your calculations. When you're buying Fantom, you're not buying that coin I just described. You're buying a coin which has survived a bear market, that has delivered great security, that is now launching their new Sonic, right? We know that's going to have the impact it's going to have. You've now seen the new VC partners. You've seen the thriving early signs of a meme coin space within Fantom as well. A lot of exciting developments. You're seeing talks about the Fantom Bank at some point. You're hearing talks about not just talks, you've seen the launch of USDCE, which is their canonical stablecoins. If you want to get caught up on what's going on for Fantom and you want a deeper dive, make sure you start off by watching this video here. I will link it up for you. It'll be my deep dive interview with Michael Kong. Also, then go watch my breakdown of the Fantom stablecoin, the canonical stablecoin, and why that is important for the ecosystem. Then go watch my video on the meme coins. These are major developments in the space, and you cannot take them for granted. When you add all of those up, you are now buying a more solid project. You're buying a project which has now proven itself in a different space. And that's really, really important. So if I come back here, the real message we want to take away today is, look, we are now buying an altcoin which has added feathers to its cap. It's been through the bear market. It's learned. It's improved its marketing. They've still got a lot to do. There's not a case of me going, hey, put your whole portfolio in Fantom. It never has been. I know some people, will be like, oh, you make a lot of videos on Fantom, therefore you must be so deep in Fantom. No, never have been. In all the years I've been making Fantom videos, I've been very, very clear that Fantom makes up a slither of the layer 1 section in my portfolio. I'm not a Fantom maximalist. I'm not a maximalist of anything. I'm building a pragmatic portfolio. And if projects do good things, I invest in them. If they're good prices suggesting good value, risk to return, I buy, right? And you can already see that risk to return stacking up, where I've always said that Fantom was undervalued. I knew the team was solid. I knew the tech was really, really solid. I knew Andre Cronje was great. I know Michael Kong is strong. And now the incoming Bernard Schultz joining the team. It's strong tech. And you're seeing that with what they're launching with Sonic. It's good, solid tech. And so I knew that when you compare it to something like a Solana, in my opinion, Fantom's tech was always superior. The bit that was always difficult in the last cycle, which you're hoping would have improved, and we're seeing signs of that improving, is the communications. It's the communications. It's the community building. And so when I see the feeling I'm getting over the last couple of weeks in the Fantom community, being heavily involved in the Twitter spaces, on YouTube videos, you're seeing that sense of community. And this is something that other projects have had for a while. They had it in the last cycle. Whether it was Solana, whether it was meme coins, people had community. And I would famously make videos at the time, whether it was for Dogecoin, whether it was Shiba. And I would say, guys, you can't say these projects have nothing. You cannot say these meme projects have nothing. They may not have tech, but they have the other side of the equation, which is marketing. You need to be able to have both. If you don't have both, you do not have a great project. Right? You can have amazing tech sat in your basement, the next best layer 1 technology, best consensus mechanism, whatever it is. If nobody knows about it, it doesn't matter. If no dApp developers are building on it, it doesn't matter. If nobody's using a wallet on your blockchain, it does not matter, which is why, as silly as it sounds, this meme coin craze on Fantom, I'm all for it. Do you know why? Because the majority of people who will enter crypto will come looking for these fun meme coins. And guess what? They're going to find this meme coin. They'll be like, oh, I want to buy that. I want to buy this meme coin. I want to buy that meme coin. And guess what? They download a wallet. They interact with Fantom. They see the low transaction fees. They get involved. Maybe the next time they then see an interesting dApp they like, or they want to play around in DeFi. It's a route. It's a gateway for them to get involved. So I will never sit there and say, oh, meme coins are bad for the space. Rug pulls, all of that is all terrible. That's fraud. That's criminal. Horrible. But you as an investor need to stack it in your favor. If you're playing around with meme coins, it's got to be a very tiny, insignificant amount, right? You've got to understand the risks that come with meme coin. And certainly it would not be the vast portion of your portfolio. If that's your plan for getting rich as meme coins, you need another plan. But can meme coin investing be a healthy part of a healthy portfolio? Yes. If done safely, if done in the right environment, you guys could be playing around with the Fantom meme coins as well. Now, if you want to know where to get started, go watch my first video where I break down my top 3 current Fantom meme coins, but that's just the first video. I'm going to be doing more videos on Fantom meme coins and breaking them down. So if you're running a Fantom meme coin, if there's a certain favorite one you like, make sure you tweet me at ReallyJaws1 and I will feature the best ones on one of my up and coming videos. So when we jump back here into the charts here on Fantom, you can see that for me, the golden ratio, $2.2 to $2.3 on Fantom, I comfortably expect it. All-time highs, I comfortably expect it. Really, when you look at the golden ratio, the 1.618 level, which is $5.54, that's where I start to get more exciting, right? If you're buying at 87 cents and you think this is comfortably getting to $5.54, that's what I'm kind of looking forward towards as a risk to return. Now, more importantly, do I think this can get eclipsed? Absolutely. And there's no reason you can't make an argument for why Fantom cannot work its way up towards $8, $9, $10, right? Other projects are hugely valued compared to Fantom. Just go look at the market caps and compare them. Right? Go look at the TVL that Fantom generated in the last cycle. Do you think that TVL is not going to come back and more with their partnerships with Curve and all the other stuff going on with Andre Cronje now backing the launch of safer meme coins, with Andre Cronje looking to kind of unshelve some of the projects he was working on? There is so much going on in this Fantom space. So when I now zoom in, let's jump into the daily chart. You can see what this is. It's just a retest of the EMA ribbon. So for me, these are nice buys as a general rule of thumb in the EMA ribbon. Now, does this mean we're going to suddenly explode and head back to $1.20 anywhere in the meantime soon? Not necessarily, right? Be patient. Right now, this is a bearish chart. You can see we're creating lower highs. We're trending here to the downside. But if we can create higher lows, there's a low, there's a higher low, if we can turn around here, then we can start entering a triangle pattern, right? You have a line here, and you have a line here, and you're in a triangle, and you hope to break that triangle to the upside. And that is no different to what the daddy ship here, Bitcoin, is doing. Bitcoin is doing the same thing. It's got lower highs, right? And it's got higher lows. And we need this pattern to break to the upside. Now, interestingly, there's a dual narrative going on, right? I'm not going to break down all the macroeconomics right now. You guys can go and watch my other videos a couple of days ago where I broke down the huge macroeconomic shift we've got. I'm going to save that for more videos. But the shift is real. We got hot CPI data. The economy is actually healthy, which means that Jerome Powell is in no rush to do any interest rate cuts. And the market is going to have to start to price that in, right? Which means more red, because the markets in June, half the market had expected our first rate cut. Now the market is winding that out. Only 20 to 25% of the market is currently expecting a rate cut in June. Maybe that's going to go down to 0, which means more pain. But that's the normal market. On top of that, the Bitcoin narrative is that we are a couple of days, if not 8 or so days away from a Bitcoin halving. And do you want to bet against Bitcoin? That's the thing we have here. Now, I want to be very, very careful with you guys. Do not be surprised to see buy the rumor, sell the event. That happens all the time. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Everyone gets excited in the lead up to the halving. And then don't be surprised if post-halving you get a dump, right? You get a little bit of a dump, some liquidations going on. Everybody's like, oh, this is a bit of an anticlimax. And if that happens, I'm buying the dip at that level. For me to be buying any of these dumps that come here in the next kind of week to 2-3 weeks, I'm buying, right? Whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's my favorite altcoins, I'm getting myself in a position where I got a little bit of cash on the sidelines. I'm ready to buy those dumps. Because this market's going to be like, oh, look, it's anticlimax. Nothing's happening. The price is going down after the halving. Told you, we're going to go back to 0. And when that happens, I'll be sitting there. I'll buy some more. Now I'm buying post-halving Bitcoin at a good discount. And then I'm ready to ride the market to the upside. That's my game plan right now. Locked and loaded in the market. I'm actively trading in the Telegram community, nice and heavily involved in the Fantom ecosystem, looking for meme coins. As and when I find those, I will continue to share those in videos and in our Telegram community as well. Plus, ready for some dips. If we get some dips, lovely, lovely, lovely. Get ready to DCA. Hope you guys enjoyed this update. If you appreciate the content, even here on a Friday, late afternoon here, smash up the likes. Do not forget to subscribe. Make sure you subscribe with the bell notification on, and I'll see you in the next one.